Let's set up the game, The Finest Fish. We'll get started by opening this box. Now we're going to set up a 4-player game. First thing you'll notice is that there are 4 different fish boards in the box to choose from. There's no difference between the different 4 fish. Just pick the one that you like. Have each player pick their own fish and put it in front of themselves like this. Now, the next thing you'll find in the box is a little bag. You'll fill it up with all of the wooden scales that come in the game and set that aside here for a second. We'll deal with those in a minute. Next you'll find the fish bowl and the progress track. The progress track is 2-sided. One side has a little ring to keep track of a 2-player game. The other side has 2 rings, one for a 3-player and one for a 4-player game. We're doing 4 players, so we'll have that one face up. And we will put the little goldfish token on the orange space of the ring for 4 players because we're doing a 4-player game. Next, decide who should go first and give them the first player token. And that will be moving around throughout the game. But typically we give that to whoever has raised a goldfish more recently, or we just argue and fight about it a whole lot. So you pick. Next we're going to deal with the cards. Shuffle those really well. Place them in the center where everyone can reach. And no matter how many players there are, we're going to reveal 3 cards. Always 3. Also deal a random one to each player as their starting pattern that they can choose to complete. And that takes care of the cards for us. Now I'm going to slide things out of the way a little bit here just so we can demonstrate. The final bit is scales. How are we going to set that up? Well, no matter how many players there are, we choose one random scale to start in the fishbowl. And then based on the number of players, we'll put little sets of 3 out here in the center for people to draw from. So there will be 1 set for each player. 4-player game equals 4 sets of 3 scales. It's always sets of 3. For a 3-player game, you'd just have 3 of them, and for 2 players, 2. Pretty simple. Okay, and keep that bag handy. You'll notice there is one last thing in the box. There is a little score sheet. You're not going to need that till the very end. It's just there to help you tally up your scores. So here we are ready to go. You're ready to play The Finest Fish.